So, um, because we had some flooding here, which they say was um, like just as bad, if not worse than Harvey, just from a storm. It wasn't a hurricane; it was just a storm. Um, the um, the mail came a couple of days late. I was supposed to get this earlier, but James Charles, who? So many people who have gotten this pallet. People started getting their pallets like Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday. I didn't get this till Friday, till Friday afternoon, and I had to clean up my files. I was determined to get that done on Friday, so I got this in the afternoon, and then the next day I went to see the Downton Abbey movie. We opted to have tea served. So it was really cool. It was like something like $17 extra for the ticket. But you had like 3 different kinds of teas. You had like an egg sandwich. It was scrambled egg sandwich and like biscuits and cream. They said it was pudding, but it's actually just cream. So it was like a really great experience. We were out all day because the theater that was doing this was the Alamo Draft House deep into Katy. We got lost on the way. That's why I like to leave 2 hours early, because it said the best way to get there was through a tollway, but you needed an easy pass. It was like, really? They didn't tell us you needed an easy pass. So we were like going in circles and trying to find a way to get on without an easy pass, but you couldn't. So then we had to go out further out into like towards North Houston, and then go all the way out to Deep Katy, and then go take another toll. It was like 3 tollways, or 1 tollway, and then the other 2 I thought I had to pay, but I didn't. It was far, and we pretty much spent the day out there. It was just so cool though, having that tea. The only thing I didn't like is you're paying $17, and it wasn't even half. It was like a quarter of an egg sandwich. That's what you got. And a whole lot of spinach and tomatoes, you know. So it was $17 for 3 teas, a quarter of an egg sandwich, a lot of spinach and tomatoes, and a big cookie and a little bit of cream, which they called pudding. So of course you're still hungry, and so they had like I think it was 4 or 5 specials on the menu that were Downton Abbey related, and so we decided it was the 3 of them. 2 were liquors, which we was not gonna get. One was a special sausage sandwich with fries, and the other one was stuffed mushrooms, and that was a bit costly. And the mushrooms, you get 6. It was like $8, and you get like maybe 5 or 6, and they're tiny, but they were good. And then we got the sausage sandwich, and it came with the fries, but that filled us up, and we shared that between me and my daughter. My husband went to go see it, and then you could buy extra cookies if you wanted. Oh, but it was so nice, and I didn't realize it was like in a mall, and we went walking around a little bit, because I can't walk a lot. And we found a tea shop, and we got a little bit of tea, and we found a gelato shop. We had some gelato. There was like the kids were playing this big giant chessboard on the floors, like a little park area. I think there was a band playing there that night. It was like really nice day. So that took all day Saturday, and then Sunday we had to do groceries. So I was, out doing groceries, putting away the groceries. By the time all was said and done, it must have been like 3, and I was exhausted. So I didn't really get a chance to play or do swatches or anything, because I just got this Friday afternoon, and it is so pretty. It is so pretty. And so lots of people were getting these last week, and all of them who had the James palette said, this is not the same palette. Not at all. Yes, there were similarities, which was the big argument, but it wasn't the same. The colors are, different than the James Charles palette. Yes, some look the same, but most of them are different. And, again, he doesn't have a patent on positioning of color. Everybody and their grandmother made rainbow palettes. But, there's this company from China that made the James Charles palette smaller, called the Fantasy palette, and it's $15. It's less than $20, and it's half the size.
Hey, Mom.
Yeah, you didn't see everybody up in an uproar over that. But anyway, really excited that I got this. They are really beautiful, and looking forward to playing with that. And so I opted. They had another palette. They have their holiday stuff out. It's just 3 things so far. I haven't checked Walgreens, but it was they have a brush set for $30, a nice 32 pan eyeshadow palette, and a 4-pan highlighter like they've been doing for the past few years. So I got the 32, and it is small. It is really small. This was $15. And this was $20. Look at the difference. Look at that difference. And yet you're only paying $5 more for this, and you're getting 8 more shadows for this. You're getting 8 more shadows. So it's a no-brainer. It's still on their website. But my big thing is shadows, and I got this, and as soon as I opened it, I was like, this looks familiar. It's their 10-pound palette, not the transition colors, but the smaller sizes. They just took the ones that were Walgreens exclusives and put them all in here. They're 32, 8 and 8 are 16, 16, 16, 32. The 4 palettes from the Walgreens exclusive, which is now on their website as new 10 pans. And that's pretty much what they put in there, because I checked them and I said, yeah, that looks exactly like those. So when I review these 2 things, it's not going to be today. So I'll probably do that one another time. And next up is doing the Blue Ranger. Looks like a rhino.
Triceratops. Everybody knows that.
What he said.